Right, beginning this week, well, um, inside division matches, we're going to start here with Krusty Krushers versus AI. This is going to be. This is going to be the get good division. Um, Krusty Krushers have been seeing a lot of success this season. They're looking like very much a. Actually, they are just going to be in the playoffs, I believe. AI and No Defunks have no way of catching up at this point into the season. These two have pretty much ran away with it. So, Krusty Krushers just looking to prove why they are a dominant team here. We're going to see. Obviously, we haven't. We went on a little break on week 4, in the middle of week 4, so there's some patches and stuff. I'm not sure exactly what about the game has changed, and what about bots have changed, if anything. Zarya, as we know, has continued to look disappointing and looking like it's not working as intended still. Time to see if Sigma has gotten any buffs to his bot. I somehow doubt it. Doesn't seem like they change much with the bots, outside of the one patch where they added a bunch of extras. So it looks like we are going to have a Sigma mirror here. Very interesting, considering Sigma is one of the lowest tier tanks. I don't think that's going to hinder. We're going to have a Mercy mirror as well. So the bots really just favoring mirrors here. Usually rare and over bots, considering each player is drafted individually. But when you introduce the 5 bot format with the extra bots decided, this tends to happen here. So we'll see if AI can make something happen here. They're a triple tank team that has not been quite as good as the rest of the rosters fielded in Overbots Season 3 here. We saw a new bug that I don't know if it's just now developing or if it's always been a thing, but Tracer seems to kill herself now, so that's going to affect my team actually quite a bit. Blazing Magi probably going to be a little bit nerfed by that. Wow, okay, that was some very aggressive plays there by AI. Krusty Krushers able to capitalize on that. They're going to be able to grab this res too, so great decision making here by Krusty Krushers. Gonna lead to a very clean first fight win here, as all 3 tanks of AI will eventually fall here. Good first fight from this very strong Krusty Krusher squad. As we know, Rush Hour, one of, if not the most dominant teams this season. The only team that's really been putting up, like, it's just such a dominant performance from them this season. I don't know if anyone's going to be able to stand up to them. We will see them in the next match. They're going to probably just steamroll the other team and get good. I believe it is the bottom team against the top team there, so it shouldn't be close. However, here we go. AI able to at least take this first point here. So, good work by them. Trying to push this Krusty Krusher squad to the brink. I think last time they did face off, it was fairly close if I remember correctly. Sigma going to fall here. Mercy's going to go down next, and all of a sudden, AI looking like they're going to be able to get some momentum going here. Okay, while we're on a little interval here, let me do something. It looks like the graphics just a little bit hazy right now, so I think we're just gonna stick it through it for the series today. I apologize, or at least this series, but for the next series, hopefully the graphics will be a little higher. We're gonna see a Lucio swap here for AI. Very strong bot, defending champion. Alright, looks like AI are just gonna keep pushing forward here. They're doing a great job at dismantling Krusty Krusher so far. Um, Last time it wasn't quite this good for them, but this has been more than ideal for an otherwise struggling squad. Alright. Krusty Krusher's coming for another defense here. They have been really struggling against AI so far, which is frankly very surprising, but just not putting up much of a fight at all against this triple tank team. Or if the Sigbot is just better now. Oh, these dogs. Out. Out. Sorry, no dogs in my room. Out. Out. Okay. The dogs are barking. There's going to be one more fight. I'm kind of missing it. Comes in a Ramatra ult. It's just going to hunker down on this point. The Sigma ult doesn't actually grab anything here. However, Ramatra is just doing so much work with this ultimate. It's going to help to remove that Mercy. However, that's a 1-for-1 trade. Coalescence not getting too much value. AI still pushing this thing forward. I think AI will eventually push this thing in. So much variability in what happens here in these bot battles. Sigma on top of that. It looks like eventually they might push this through. We'll see. Nope, Sigma's going to go down. So Krusty Krusher's going to be able to hang on this final point here. Hog doing his best to kick that Lucio out, but can they finish the kill here? It looks like they will eventually get him. Oh, never mind. AI able to sneak it through. Round 1 completed. All 3 points taken by AI. They have a 2-minute 19-second. They got a pretty big time bank there too, so we'll see if Krusty Krushers can turn this around. They have a lot of work to do here. So, can Krusty Krushers make this happen? They are currently pretty much locked in for a spot in playoffs in Season 3. However, a loss here is not exactly what you want to see. If you are them, you do want to win these last 3 games, as you have the potential to catch Rush Hour if they drop any of their final matches. However, as we know, Rush Hour pretty much perfect through their first 7 games, so they'd have to lose at least 2 of them, and you'd have to go perfect throughout these last 3. So, still not exactly per ideal circumstance here for the side of Krusty Krushers, but it is technically possible that they could usurp Rush Hour if the tiles fall in place for that to happen. Sigma getting up here pretty far. Is gonna get harassed by that Soldier 76. Huge chunk of his health bar. Dazio missing, and Sigma will eventually fall here. Mercy's gonna go down next, and that's not gonna be spelling anything good here for Krusty Krushers. So Soldier 76 just doing what he does best, proving why he is one of those top DPS we know about in Overbots. He believe he was their first round pick. Very strong hero. Soldier 76 is one of those characters that you can never sleep on, even while he's on a bad team. It's kind of like a Bastion situation. Some of the top tier DPS, they can just take over matches in Overbots. Alright. Doom getting on this Sigma once more. However, he's living a little bit longer. Roadhog's missing a lot of his shots here. Soldier able to take out that Mercy. And this is just another stifled push here. Going through the efforts of that Soldier and the Doom. So Krusty Krushers really having their back against the wall here against this AI squad. A struggling team through and through. Currently beating up on one of the top contenders in Overbots. Lucio pick has been working great. On the other side, Krusty Krushers being stuck with that Sigma. Not exactly what you want to see. Just kind of reduces the impact of the squad. Having another tank is a nice thing, but when you end up with the Sigma, when you end up with the Winston, that's when bad things can happen. Sojourn getting 2 with the rail shot. Can she finish this Soldier? If she finishes the Soldier, they have a chance here, and I believe they will take it eventually. So 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock here. When they finally get a tick, they should be able to fully cap this thing. Sigma's coming back, but he's not too big of a threat. So it does look Krusty Krushers will get this thing moving finally. But we are definitely on an upset watch. Sigma gonna go down here, so got a little bit over aggressive. This is gonna result in a fight win, more than likely here for Krusty Krushers. Very quick. Gotta keep this thing moving though. Ramatra gonna back out. Doomfist is gonna die in the back line. He was way out of position there. I just can't wait to see more of the Krusty Krusher team in playoffs. I believe they were our season 1 champions, right? They were season 1 champions, correct? With that Mauga. This is a season 1 champion versus season 2 champion, actually. Or I guess season. Yeah. Obviously, the season 1 series is not really on my YouTube channel, at least not in its pure state. It's in unlisted, private, so no one can really find those videos, especially since some of those videos are corrupted, and we didn't end up getting able to keep all of that content, so I just decided it would be better to scrap the season altogether. However, Krusty Krushers did in fact win that first season. AI won the second season. They had a Mauga, what was it, Mauga, Torbjorn, and Zen. It was absolutely horrendous in threes. Truly a monstrosity. Hog has yet to win a championship, however, he's been on the losing side of both of them, I want to say. Anyways. Comes AI, they are stifling Krusty Krushers once more here. It's just been all AI on this first Blizz World. Mercy going to res that Moira. Soldier gonna be able to remove the Mercy there, and man, this has been actually a masterclass here by the side of AI. Surprisingly, this Blizz World has not even been close. AI, a team struggling all season, but here and now they look on top of things. Soldier able to remove one, but man, that's just not going to be enough. So AI, they will not be in playoffs. However, right now they are giving a playoff team a run for their money. Maybe it was the Sigma pick that really stumped Krusty Krushers here. This is a top tier playoff team. Currently struggling against one of their division rivals that is significantly worse. Standings wise. Here comes the combo. Sigma actually able to get a pick with that flux, and this could just be it. So AI gonna clean up map 1 here pretty dominantly. All things considered, this team does not have a coach once again, but this time they actually were randomly drafted. Last time they were drafted by a coach, but this time it was legitimately a random draft, and they might be able to get another match here. From the looks of it, they are looking on top of things today. So it's going to start off with an AI victory on Blizzworld. Not what I had on the cards today. Triple tank team. Putting in some work here. We'll see how they do on this second map. Whatever it may be. See what we roll into here, guys. I hear so many noises. Okay, we're going to Oasis. Okay, so this map should be a little quicker. AI currently lead this series 1-0. That Orisa. Ooh, but the Zen. Okay, so this could still be going either way, I think. Orisa and Zen. Orisa, as some may say. Two insanely different matchups here, so this is going to be a lot different than the last map. Orisa is a much better tank than Sigma. We'll see if Krusty Krushers can utilize that, or if the Zen Orb is going to be too much, because Zen is a top tier support. Top tier support versus top tier tank rolling into here. We'll see if AI can continue their dominance against this Orisa. They are, actually. This is surprising. Zen absolutely coming in clutch here, I think. The Orisa, despite getting a swap onto a very strong tank, that Zen pick has been crucial in melting these this heavier target. So AI is still looking very strong on this first map here. Orisa gonna try to come in. See if she gets punished for this. She's going very deep. Mercy is gonna be the first one to fall here. Zen gonna be able to remove that Orisa, and suddenly Zen does go down, but man, Krusty Krushers have just been getting absolutely curb stomped by AI in a display we weren't really anticipating here. We're gonna see a few more pushers coming out from Krusty Krushers, but it is going to be one hell of a task to overcome AI and what they currently look like. Right now, AI has just been on another level to what we are used to seeing from this team. Hog does miss that hook. Soldier able to remove that Mercy again. Doom getting the Orisa. Soj able to remove Zen, but that's just too little too late here. AI continuing to smash here. They are doing so good at circumnavigating this Krusty Krushers roster. This is the second time they've matched up this season, and it has looked completely different than the first time they went up against each other. This could be a 3-0 in AI's favor. They don't look to be slowing down in this one. Now, it's got to bring into the question, is there an advantage to being on the red side in overbots? Seems like the bots might be a little bit better when they're on the red side. I could be on something. But I think I've kind of noticed this thing throughout Overbot's Season 3 here. We'll have to see if that checks out, though. Because we do see the blue team win occasionally, but maybe it's just the power of the bots being so much better on the blue team that causes that? I don't know, man. We'll find out at some point, I'm sure. So, it looks like Krushers are on the back foot. They could go down 2-0 here. They're going to have that Zarya, but the Zen is still in there. Man, I just don't like this matchup at all. Zarya, not exactly a top-tier tank. Just the bubble utilization, or the Graviton utilization is just not there for this bot. A 1-for-1 trade here to start things. Zarya able to get another one, but it's just not enough here, as Zen able to remove that Sojourn, so all that's left is that Roadhog on the low ground. This could be AI going up 2-0 over Krusty Krushers. Not exactly anticipated at all here. I wonder if Roadhog has been nerfed at all. Doom able to remove that Mercy. And man, this has just gone from bad to worse for Krusty Krushers. It looks like right here and now AI are just the better team. They could very well go up 2-0 in this one. It's headed into map 3. And for all we thought we would see of Krusty Krushers, this has been an abysmal showing. Doomfist gonna get hooked in, but Soldier gonna be able to remove that Mercy. Soldier gonna get the Zen. Not quite enough to turn this thing though, as AI just continue to steamroll. This is going to be a very quick 2-0 if Krusty Krushers cannot get it together here. Of course, they don't really have to worry about this matchup, as you know, they are already locked for playoffs. AI can't possibly kick them out of playoffs right now, as they are just too far out of the race. I don't actually, there might be a theoretical, but I think Krusty Krushers would literally have to lose every match and AI would have to win everyone. So maybe, no, AI's the 1-5 team, right? I think AI is the 1-5 team. But AI, or maybe they are 2-5. Either way, they are going to win this one. And they're going up 2-0 on this, which is crazy. So AI, 2-0 over Krusty Krushers. This has looked like a complete reversal of expectations. Let's see if they can secure one more map. Let me go look at that week 1 meeting. Yes, it was a 3-0 in Krusty Krushers' favor, and this has looked the exact opposite. So we're going to another hybrid here for this third and possibly final map, unless Krusty Krushers can pull something out. Right. AI trying to make the 3-0 sweep happen here. On the other side, Krusty Krusher is going to pull out that Junker Queen. They've been swapping tanks galore. Lucio going to be back out here from that first map. He's making a return to the showcase here. AI just have to lock in one more map to kind of upset Krusty Krushers here. We'll see if they can pull it off. They haven't looked clean today overall. Soldier 76, really an MVP of this matchup. I'd have to say he is definitely the one that I look at to go to that All-Star game. As the only person with control over AI, that's probably who I'm going to send. Soldier going to be able to remove that Moira. Lucio going to go down. Ramatra able to get the Mercy there. And Soldier going to be able to remove Soj as well. So AI just doing what they do best. Absolutely rolling over Krusty Krushers here. Wondering if Sojourn and Hog have been like nerfed since the previous time we played. As those are the two most impactful pieces of this squad, as we know from previous showings. If that is the case, I can definitely tell why this is happening. Maybe a Soldier buff too. Unfortunately for AI, it didn't come soon enough because their season is pretty much over. I could look at their schedule again, but I'm pretty sure they are the 1-5 team. Oh no, okay, AI is 2-5, so there is a chance. There is a chance here that they could. They don't have enough well, maybe they do. Actually, they could. They could technically overtake Krusty Krushers in this final week of play, but Krusty Krushers would have to absolutely fall apart next week as well. They'd have to lose like 3-0 to both their opponents, and on the flip side, it would probably have to happen the same way. They'd have to win 3-0 both of their remaining 2 matches, so they're not technically out of it, AI, but they're going to need this 3-0 right here and now if they want a chance at knocking Krusty Krushers out. Queen going to be able to remove 2 there. Soldier able to get 1, but Krusty Krushers able to do a good job here on defense. Finally showing some signs of life on this King's Row. Ramatra gonna drop very quickly here. I believe him and Sigma are not long for this world. That will eventually be it, so here we go. Krusty Krushers finally stabilizing a bit here on the second point in King's Row. Moira getting a little bit deep there. She is going to back out, however, Doom is on her. Can Doom finish that kill? I don't think he will, so Moira able to get out with her life. Here comes the Meteor Strike. It is right onto this Moira. It does not actually clean up the kill here. Mercy able to res, so they actually have that Mercy mirror now, which I didn't notice the swap there. She does pick up the Soldier. Soldier able to make some stuff happen too, so AI looking to come back in this fight. It's going to be Sojourn still up here. Sojourn going to go down. Hog still alive on this point. Can they finish that kill off? Hog holding strong here. Not giving up Krusty Krusher's point quite yet. He's going to back off a little bit finally, and that will result in a payload beginning to move. Soldier versus Hog. Huge anti, getting 3 targets. Mercy going to be able to revive that Roadhog, and suddenly it's all over. So Krusty Krushers just coming back in there, putting their foot down against this AI team who has been bossing them around all game. Going to swap to Moira, so another support mirror, but a different one. They played Mercy, Moira, they have played Zen, they have played Lucio. I believe they just haven't played Ana. I'm not sure. Is there another? There's another few, I think. I think there's 8 support bots, I believe. Boom, gonna drop down here. is going to get dropped. Soldier going to go down, and Krusty Krushers able to stabilize here on the second point on King's Row, and Sojourn has been popping off here. I remember when she was on my teams, she was a great addition to any squad she's on. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Great bot. So AI, chances dwindling here on King's Row if they want to secure this series. I think they're going to have to push it a little bit farther than where they're at currently. So Roadhog going to be able to take the first pick in that one. Soldier going to go down quickly after to that Soj. So AI quickly circumvented from that fight. They got kind of screwed at the beginning there by that Roadhog pick. See if they can get anything started here. They only have a few more probably one more actually. A huge flux coming through is gonna help get that Moira very low. However, she's actually gonna live with that coalescence and turn that around. So Soldier gonna go down, Sigma gonna fall after, and wow, okay, it's Krusty Krushers putting their foot down here on King's Row, saying no, you will not 3-0 us. We are a better, stronger team than you, as we've shown throughout the season. And now we are waking up with this Junker Queen pick, who has been lights out since she joined the ranks. AI gonna get one more touch here. Let's see if they can do anything with it. Soldier getting very low. He's gonna drop to that Soj. The replacement, and that's gonna be it. So AI not gonna touch here. Krusty Krushers, they just have to push it about up, like, I don't know, they got a little around the corner, right? I don't know. I don't know exactly where. We'll see. Let's see. Am I still in the same spot? That's where I left the camera. Yeah, I am. So like about here? Question mark? We'll see. Once it disappears here, so 22 seconds. We'll see. I think it's around this corner a little bit. The golden box of victory. Where is it? I don't know the exact location. I'm gonna guess right here. Maybe a little bit right here. Maybe like right here. It was closer to where I was initially. Okay, so over here. Oh wow, that was even farther than I thought they got it. Okay, so this is where Krusty Krushers have to push it if they want to make this a 1-2 series. On the other side, AI have to hold them anywhere before there, and they will take the series 3-0. Gonna be tough to do, especially if this team gets going on a roll. They do have that Junker Queen, which is a very strong tank. I think they can make this happen. Into the Mercy and Moira. Not very much utility to shut down the anti of the Junker Queen ult. If that thing gets off, it's pretty much curtains for AI. Or for, yeah. I mean, they don't have very much utility. They just have healing. Really? No way to deal with the anti of the Rampage. So on the side of AI, I should clarify, both sides actually don't have much utility, and anti pretty much screws the pooch for either of them. But Ana's not a very good bot, so Junker Queen is actually better at doing it. Who would have thought? Okay. AI completely shutting down that first push. Not a good sign for Krusty Krushers at all. You don't want to see that happen. You need to push it near the end of that second point, and dying on first point, that convincingly is not how you're going to start that. I will tell you that right now. So here we go. Attack number 2. Can we see the reverse sweep here for Krusty Krushers? Gonna be able to remove one here. This is big for Krusty Krushers. They're gonna get in a second one. That's 3 down, and suddenly Krusty Krushers now Momentum going to be fully on their side, headed into the second point. We'll see if they can finish this off and start the reverse sweep. What is Sigma doing? Sigma's feeding. He is going to die very quickly here, and that will be the first point. So 5 minutes on the clock here to start the second point. They have all the time in the world to get to the end, and I think they just will do that. This Junker Queen has been very impactful immediately in this series. Moira on the other side, not quite as useful as that Zen or Lucio that we've had earlier too, so probably is not exactly helping the side. Of AI here. Soldier gonna be the first to fall, and that's never a good sign for AI. That's one of their star players, if not their star. Queen able to finish off that Moira. The story has gone from bad to worse here for AI. They are gonna slowly begin to be, getting pushed out here. Sigma gonna feed again. So we will see Sigma once again throw his life away for nothing. He's not even shooting out his orbs as per usual. This is the usual Sigma tactic. He doesn't quite use those orbs enough. That's why he was drafted so low into the pool. He was picked just to be a tanky body over heck, Sombra. He's picked over Sombra. Doom gonna get in very deep here. He's gonna take a lot of damage. Gonna drop down here. Oh, so he does just Meteor Strike out. Sojourn able to pick up that Moira. Krusty Krushers making stuff happen here. They get 2. However, 2 for 2 trade here. This could easily flip in momentum, and it looks like it is. So Krusty Krushers gonna be held a little bit earlier than AI was to start on this choke. Could spell disaster for Krusty Krushers if they're not careful. They could still potentially lose 3-0 here if they're not careful. Junker Queen gonna fall. Is Mercy gonna go for this res? She is. Does she get it off? She does, just barely, but she'll lose her life for it, and Junker Queen's probably just gonna fall after all, so not exactly worth Mercy's res at all there, and this is not good at all here for Krusty Krushers. More than likely, they could lose this series 3-0 if they're not careful. Sojourn getting very low on the outside. They are really looking for that reverse sweep. They're only going to have a few more opportunities here to make this happen, though. Able to grab that res. They are now up to 5. Here comes the Rampage. That is going to help a lot, and now they could just win it. Soldier back here, but I don't think he does. Oh, he did pick off 1. Okay. He's still alive. He is going to drop to the Sojourn, and eventually Krusty Krushers are going to push this thing in, so series is not over yet. They do manage to pick this up, despite a little bit of struggle there on that second point. I was worried for them for a bit there, but they did eventually turn it around once more. And able to finish the map off, switching to Mauga, even though they didn't use Mauga at all. It's kind of funny. And that will be a 1-2 map score. We'll see where we're headed for this 4th map. Can Krusty Krushers reverse sweep AI to keep some momentum on their court? Wow, another hybrid. So this is going to be a very long series. So can AI shut them down right here and now? They do have that Kiri bot to work with now. On the other side of things, the Mauga gonna be sticking to it after we saw him swap on that King's Row. Can they continue their reverse sweep attempt here on Midtown, or will AI stifle it and collect a 3-1 victory over a division rival. Has been a pain in their side before. Unfortunately for the side of AI, I don't think this I don't think losing another map here pretty much almost certainly eliminates you from playoff contention. We've lost so many maps to this team. Let's see here. Doomfist gonna go in. That makes it 4 maps against AI that they've lost now, or against Krusty Krushers. I mean, Krusty Krushers gonna be able to clean up a very first fight victory here. Sigma able to pick up 1, but that's gonna get rezzed at the end of that fight. So Mauga gonna be there for sure in the next one. Mercy Res probably gonna be back online too at some point in the next fight, regardless. So we reset. Gonna go for another push here by AI, see if they can crack this thing. Now, the Midtown is the one map where we've actually seen a draw before in Overbots. It was in playoffs, too, of last season. Alright, Rodog. Some trades majorly favoring Krusty Krushers here. There's going to be a few more picks coming through here, though. 3-on-3 on point. Soldier able to turn this completely in AI's favor, though. Just keeps picking off members of Krusty Krushers. Gonna result in a Team 5 victory there, so AI looking very, very mighty here. They are gonna try to complete this 3-1 with everything they got. If they complete this map, I'd almost say it's guaranteed that they're gonna win this one. But if they don't complete the map, we'll see. I think anyone that completes Midtown is probably going to win Midtown, so. Kiri getting caught off a little bit alone here, but oh, she does eventually fall to that Mauga. Not able to escape Krusty Krusher's wrath there. Mauga has historically been a great tank, however, this season and last he has been subpar, so just that first season really is where he got his championship. Here comes AI. They are absolutely smashing here. They are running in, getting all the picks. Ramatra deep enough in there. He's just getting kill after kill. And AI gonna continue pushing through this thing. So that Ramatra ult was absolutely massive here. AI trying to be a beast, trying to be unstoppable here. Whew, bless me. Anyways, they have had struggles all season, but this is a way to make up for it here. Is getting a little bit of revenge on a division rival. Taking a 3-1 here would feel good for their confidence, especially for next season. Maybe for this season, if they can really get the ball rolling. I kind of doubt they can turn the season completely around, but they might be able to finish with a decent record if they win this one. They are all kind of trapped in this room right now, though. Krusty Krusher's kind of circumnavigating them. It's a 3-on-3, 3 tanks against 2 tanks and a support. Soldier is back, though. Mercy's coming back with her, with him. AI's beginning to get some picks here, but so is the other side. The res will come on that Doom. I believe this is a 4-on-4 on point. Soldier unable to remove Doom again, though, and that is just coming in. So Krusty Krushers cannot quite get through this. Malgood gonna toss that Mercy to the side. And that is very much a one fight here for Krusty Krushers. So AI gonna have 2 minutes and 12 seconds to finally get through the second point, but it is just gonna be so hard against this Krusty Krushers team. They are so locked in now after winning that King's Row. It's going to be hard to stop the momentum of the reverse sweep. Doomfist going down to half HP. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, AI are just struggling now against Krusty Krushers. I don't know what switched, but ever since that third map, it has just been all Krusty Krushers. Really, two completely separate stories here from maps 1 and 2 to 3 and 4 here. It's a minute 20 on the clock here for AI, but it just doesn't look like they're going to be able to push through. They do have an extensive catalog of ultimates to use here. They're going to start off with the Romal ult, but that also means the Soj ult's coming out, and that's just going to shut them down, so... Ooh, this is going from bad to worse. Sojourn getting a bunch of kills, and that is probably just going to be it. So I think Krusty Krushers pretty much completely in control of this one. They do have the Soldier 76 ult. They do have that Sigma ultimate. However, Sigma's so deep, he's going to lose his life. Do they get one more touch here? Can Mercy get out with her life? She will. So I think they're going to be able to regroup here. There should be one more push. We'll see if they can get this touch. They should be able to get this touch. They have enough time. That's how slow bots move. 30 seconds should be enough time. Soldier gonna just run out for the point. I don't know about this decision. Mercy's very low though. Sigma ult gets 2. Not able to finish any kills. The cage is actually kind of massive. Locks the soldier in. Doesn't allow him to shoot any of the targets in the sky. Is going to result in Krusty Krushers able to hold them just underneath the bridge. Yep, the picks are still favoring Krusty Krushers, so Krusty Krushers looking for this reverse sweep. Malga absolutely going off here. And that will just be it. So AI gonna, well, not necessarily drop this map. She shouldn't speak too soon, but it's looking that way. Krusty Krushers, they just have to push it underneath that underpass on the second point, and they will take us to a map 5. No tilt in this house. Krusty Krushers coming out dominant start here. Gonna remove 3 members of AI. They are really trying to make this reverse sweep happen. That was very dominant. I don't know what to say. This is looking completely different than those first 2 maps. So this could really, I mean, like, realistically, this could go either way. At the end of the day, this could go either way here on that map 5. We'll see how it goes, though. Krusty Krushers continuing this momentum. Doom gonna get in, going to die here as he goes down to half HP very quickly. He's probably not long for this world. Sigma's also very low. Mercy getting a little bit caught out of position. She could go down. Moira and Doom will fall. Mercy gonna be able to pick up the res on the Doom. However, Soldier able to remove the Mercy on the other end. Malga able to get their Mercy, and that is Krusty Krushers coming out barely on top here, but They have 3 members up, and Doom's still stuck in the back line. I'm not too sure what he's doing. That's gonna be a little bit of a throw here, and probably gonna result in the map. I think that's gonna result in the map, guys, because the payload's still moving. So that could just be it. Krusty Krushers gonna go tie this thing at 2 apiece. And we're going to map 5. Alright, map 5 deathmatch. Okay. What a way to decide it. First to 40 kills takes it. Horizon Lunar Colony. What a weird place to finish this series. It's been a banger so far. If I had to guess, I think Krusty Krushers will take this. Two, one. Alright, here we go. One map to rule them all. Moira v Moira to start us off here. First pick, gonna go in AI's favor. Team that was about to get reverse swept. Gonna be feeling good about that. Starting off with the first 3 kills here on this Horizon Lunar Colony. Usually the team that starts with momentum does end up winning these things, but could very easily flip at while it's this early. 3-3 here. Very even keel start, and Krusty Krushers will take the lead for the first time with that Sojourn headshot. Sojourn getting another one on an absolute tear with that Mercy Pocket. 6-3 to start here, so any perceived momentum at the beginning of this immediately vanished by Krusty Krushers. 8-5 already the score, and going up to 9-3. And man, Krusty Krushers, they are looking to win this series regardless. There's a reason we play first to 3. If we played first to 2, this thing would already have been over, and we would have a completely different perspective on these teams. But right now, Krusty Krushers are proving what they do best. Coming in here, going down 2 maps, yet turning around and proceeding to perhaps completely reverse sweep AI. It's an impressive feat nonetheless, especially, or even for bots. Seems very impressive. Ramatra gonna pick up 2 kills on the back end there. He's trying to make do with what he can. We're just gonna pop that Valkyrie. Very impactful in the deathmatch with that Resurrect. She is gonna fall to that Moira orb. Ramatra able to remove Roadhog, and AI looking to make a little bit of a comeback here, so not quite over for them yet. Krusty Krushers AI neck and neck. First to 20 could give us a good indicator of who is going to win this thing. Soldier 76 getting very low. He does have that health pad though. Moira going to drop down. She is dropping an orb on the other Moira. Moira v Moira? Not turning around for it. Here comes the Coalescence. One Moira gonna be gone, the other is going to also be removed here, so 11-15. Krusty Krushers is gonna lose this Roadhog more than likely though, so 12-15, and another kill, so winning both sides of this fight. 15-15, so first one to 20, I think will be, whoever gets to 20 first, I think we'll have a good indication of who's gonna win this thing overall, but Soldier able to remove one, however the Mercy res and another pick will flip that on its head. And Krusty Krushers able to get secure a few more kills here in this broken down fight. Here comes the whole hog. Going to help remove this Doom. However, the Coalescence going completely into the Doom to keep him up. Really trying to keep this Doom alive. Comes the Meteor Strike. It does go right onto the Roadhog. Ramatra able to remove that Moira. Getting in very deep. He doesn't quite find anything else, so 16 to 18 here. Gonna drop the res to keep them ahead in this thing. However, yeah, I gotta find another pick. They have to do so much work whenever a res happens to keep themselves in it. They just let the res get off so easily. Sigma gonna miss his Crusher Sigma, I should say. Gonna miss his Graviton Flux. So if my word is true, Krusty Krushers are gonna come out on top of this one, but it's so close. Does first to 20 really matter here? Okay. Because now all of a sudden, if they drop one more, it's gonna be 20-20 and could go anywhere. So basically 0-0 game to the next 20 now. And it looks like Krusty Krushers are going to start this at a little bit of a disadvantage, going down to... It's just so close that the first to 20 rule doesn't really matter here. (24-20). Also, it never really matters in deathmatch. Who am I kidding? I don't even think that's a rule. I don't think that's a thing. Especially when it's like this. This is fought tooth and nail. Boom. So AI slowly coming out on top of this one. 26-23. This thing is very close. A lot more kills have come out on the side for AI, but those reses from Mercy have really helped to keep this team, help Krusty Krushers stay in this thing. So many resurrections coming through to negate points from AI. However, Soldier's now really popping off, and here we go. AI, they are 9 points away from winning this thing, so even though Krusty Krushers were the first team to 20, they've only gotten 4 worthwhile kills since then, since the resurrections keep happening. Or since, no, wait, that's the other team that's doing it. They are the team that's doing it. Wait a minute, never mind. They literally just are, like, struggling to get any kills, while AI have a ton. So this is probably going to be it, so... Only 5 kills needed here. They only need to kill every member. Oh, okay. Res will take away. So 5. Now they need to kill once. Okay, there we go. So 4 kills. They need to kill 4 members of Krusty Krushers, and they will stop the reverse sweep right here. I don't know how I'm losing my speech. Moira getting download. Krusty Krushers had the opportunity for the reverse sweep, but now they are 1 single death away from losing this thing. Mercy getting down low, however, they are going to be able to take that pick. Can Krusty Krushers do the impossible here? Feeling the kill we're going to see is like going to be on this side or something. So a Mercy res coming through for the side that doesn't need it as much. It's very unfortunate for Krusty Krushers. Probably going to result in their end. Yep, Moira going to be the last to fall there. AI able to win this thing 3-2. Unexpected result for sure. However, they had to shut down a reverse sweep, and I think that almost certainly knocks them out of playoff contention. I don't even think they have a chance at making it now. So, hey, Krusty Krushers, they came in, they did what they had to. They took enough maps that I think it doesn't matter how the rest of the season goes. I think this is just the end of the season for the side of AI.